Way down the baseline. Nope, steps back out, gets it back out to Pilkington. Again to Norfleet at the top of the key. Norfleet stops, thinks about it, tosses it back. Now it's Dow from just off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Lebanon. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Simonis for a half-court three-point shot that skims the net but doesn't go in. And the Devilettes lead at the break. Lebanon 27, Riverdale 25. We're going to pause for halftime. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Devilettes will have the basketball, and they'll switch ends of the floor. They'll be moving to your left while Riverdale goes right. And here again with a play-by-play call, Zach Bennett.
Let's play some basketball. Second half action. Gets off on the wrong foot immediately for Lebanon. We have a jump ball, and the ball's going to go to Riverdale by way of the possession arrow. Tossed it in. Lebanon never could get a handle on it, so we'll just start the second half with 7:55 to go. Riverdale with the ball. Lanning bringing it down for the Lady Warriors. Tosses it off to Pilkington. Back to Dow, and we've got a loose ball push against who they get, Horton or Wilbert?
Wilbert.
Okay.
That is 3 now on Wilbert. As Lebanon's got 3 on Wilbert and 3 on Thompson.
The pass into Dow on the outside. Dow getting it back over to Pilkington on the left. Pilkington back to Dow at the top of the key. Makes her way into the paint. Back out to Pilkington. Wide open for 3. A little short. Air balls, and Riverdale comes up with the rebound. Dow takes the shot. It's going to be rebounded by Riverdale eventually. Norfleet at the top of the key. Gets it back to Pilkington. Lebanon not doing the job on the boards. Ball hit the floor before anybody got to it, and it was Riverdale that came up with it. Lob underneath to Horton, who blew it off the rim, and Lebanon comes up with it. No scoring so far in the second half. They get it over to Simonis at the top of the key. She's going to back up, let the team reset.
Riverdale trying to turn up that defense a notch or two.
Kirkland making her way down the baseline, shoots it from about 8 feet out. It's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Lauren Pilkington, so Lebanon will get the ball underneath the basket at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre at Lebanon High School. The lob in, the long pass to Simonis for 3 off the front of the rim. It's going to be rebounded by Horton with a 1-on-1 break. Now a 2-on-1 break. Horton going to knock Simonis down, and they're going to call the foul against Simonis, who also went to the Joe Nanny School of Acting, but she didn't get the benefit of that call. She ran runner-up to Wilbert in the Oscar voting. Here comes the pass in from Riverdale. Horton feeds it out to Dow. Outside, Dow making her way over to the right side, or left side rather. Gets it to Lanning, and now it's back out to Pilkington at the top of the key. Again over to Lanning on the left side, to Norfleet, to Dow. Everybody's getting their hand at this one. The shot from Norfleet for 3 sinks the bottom of the net, and it's 28-25 or 28-27 Riverdale. Hallams, long pass over to Wilbert. Thought about taking a 3, backs off. Pass it over to Hallams. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Riverdale. Nope, Lebanon comes up with it, or Riverdale comes up with it. Tosses it back out to Simonis, so now Lebanon has it. And they're going to call Kristen Kirkland for a walk. Coach Hallams can't believe it. That was a tic-tac walk. And now Riverdale walks with it. Lanning takes the ball, takes a couple steps with it in the backcourt again by herself. That's the second time we've seen Riverdale do that tonight. Even I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Simonis at the top of the, well, it doesn't take much to confuse me. Simonis making her way over to the right side. Dishes off to Kirkland, who's going to take it all the way into the paint. An underhand shot goes up and in, and she's pushed in the process. Who gets called for this one?
Pilkington, I think.
34, Lauren Pilkington. So Kirkland gets the points to put Lebanon up by 1.
That's 3 now on Pilkington.
Pettis coming back in to take the place of Pilkington. Kirkland trying to give Lebanon a 2-point advantage from the free throw line. Her shot is up. Her shot is good. 30-28. Lebanon on top by a pair. Pilkington, or rather Lanning, tossing it down to Dow. Dow, dish over underneath to Crystal Horton, who's going to
Well, that's Thompson and Wilbert 1, and it's 4 on
whoever it is. Take your pick, Megan Thompson.
So Thompson's 4th.
Who's going to come in to take her place? Or anybody? Are they just going to let her stay in? Shantae's ready to go over there if needed. Here comes the shot from Horton. Her first one's off. It's going to be rebounded by Lebanon. 30-30. Oh, that's right. She hit that field goal. Hallams tossing it back to Kirkland at the top of the key. Kirkland spinning, going into the paint, falls to the floor, and gets called for a walk. So it's Riverdale to toss it in. Anna Norfleet.
Brewington in and Thompson out now for Lebanon.
So we welcome the first bench player of the game for the Devilettes, Brittany Brewington. There's the shot from 43, Horton. It's off the side of the rim and going to be rebounded by Kristen Kirkland. Making her way down the floor. It's 2-on-3 for Lebanon. Now Simonis makes her way down. Kirkland on the right side. And what are they going to call
That's
this
Horton's
time?
4th.
Crystal Horton gets called for a 4th foul, and 13 minutes to go in the game, and if she fouls once more, her night's over. Riverdale wants to talk about it, and so do we. 5:01 to go in the third. We're all knotted up, 30 apiece. Underneath their own bucket. Hallams out to Kirkland. Back to Hallams, back to Kirkland for 3. Kristen hits it off the back rim, and it's going to be rebounded by Lebanon. They're going to call Wilbert for a foul. That's her 4th. So 4s are wild. Thompson with 4, Wilbert with 4 for Lebanon, and Crystal Horton has 4 for Riverdale. Wonder if Coach Hallam's going to send anybody in. Megan's getting ready to come back in. Risky. Pettis with it, over to Dow and over to Norfleet on the left side. Norfleet going to take a 3-point shot, and the ball gets lodged between the rim and the backboard.
That's jump ball, and the possession area goes to Lebanon, so Devilettes will have it in the backcourt.
There's nothing funnier in basketball than seeing the ball stuck up between the rim. They had to get a practice ball up there to knock it out. Still not out. Still not out on the second try.
That one stuck pretty good.
3rd time's the charm, Mr. Referee. Yay, he got it out. Gets a big ovation from the crowd. So the possession arrow goes to Lebanon after the ball gets stuck. And they immediately throw it away. Brewington tossed it in and went off Ashley Simonis' left hand and out of bounds. So Riverdale with it now. We'll pretend like it never happened. Mashida Pettis tossing it back out to Andrea Dow. Hand off to Lanning at the top of the key, rather. She gets it over to Pettis for 2. Doesn't go in. Norfleet comes down with the rebound. Her shot is off. And now it's Dow with the rebound. Tossing it to Christy Morris. Back out to Norfleet. Back to Lanning. And again over to Pettis. And everybody's getting a hand on this one. Back to Norfleet at the top of the key. Norfleet making her way around, gets it back over to Lanning on the far left side. Again, Norfleet. Again, Lanning. This time she takes a shot. Long 3. It's going to be off the rim and out of bounds, belonging to Lebanon. Still 30 points for each team. A little under 4 minutes to go in the third. Lebanon committing 4 fouls already in the second half. Riverdale only committing 2. Crossing the timeline, Skelly Hallams tossing it over to Ashley Simonis. Long pass underneath to a wide-open Megan Thompson, who's going to be fouled over the back by Andrea Dow. Send Megan to the line for a pair.
Well, that's Dow's 3rd.
Well, welcome to foul night on Valentine's Day. As the student section is full over there in Lebanon. Good to see that. Thompson's first shot is good to give Lebanon a 31-30 lead.
Lebanon had been outscored 5-3. Now they've outscored 5-4 in the 4th. Thompson can make it even and does.
32-30. 3:48 to go in the third period. Starlet Lanning. Long pass over to Pettis on the left side. Pettis, ball above her head, gets it back to Dow at the top of the key. Again, the dish to Pettis. She's now at the top of the key. Nearly lost her dribble. Comes back up with it. and tosses it over to Norfleet on the right side. A lot of passing being done around the horn. Finally, they go inside. Dow takes the shot from just underneath the basket. It's going to be tipped by Brewington, and it comes down after just barely touching the rim. Lebanon comes up with it. Kristen Kirkland now to Simonis for a wide-open three. Off the rim, rebounded by Kristen Kirkland. There's that height advantage. When you get Kristen Kirkland there, she was about the free throw line, stuck her hand up in the air, and pulled down the rebound. Simonis making her way over to the left side. Hands it off to Kirkland, who spins, takes a shot. She's going to be fouled by Lanning, I believe. No, they're going to call Norfleet for that one. But Kirkland gets to go to the line for two. Here's her first one. It's up. Call the police. She just got robbed. Here comes her second one. That one went all the way down and popped back out. Hate to see that. Kirkland for number two. That one goes in. Took kind of the same bounce off the rim, but that one fell through. 33-30, Lebanon with their biggest lead of the night, all 3 points. Dow tossing it over to Pettis. Long pass over to Norfleet. Going to take a three-point shot off the brim. Rebounded by Riverdale, and with the follow-through shot, Reagan Vaughn. So they pulled it within a point, 33-32 Lebanon. Kirkland making her way over to the right wing along the baseline. Tosses it out to Kelly Hallams for a tray off the back rim and rebounded by Riverdale. Coming down with the board, Andrea Dow. She makes her way from coast to coast, tosses it over to Pettis on the right side, who nails the three-point shot to give Riverdale a two-point advantage, 35-33 with 2:15 to go.
Pettis' third three of the night.
Hallams gets it back to Simonis, and now the point has the ball, letting the team get set up. Simonis working over to the right side now. Tosses it off to Kirkland, who is going to be fouled by Starlet Lanning. Got her on the arm.
It's her second 15 foul.
It's not whether or not it's intentional. It's just if you do it. 5 fouls now for Riverdale. Lebanon with 4. I don't think we're going to see what we have been seeing out of the Devilettes. Not enough fouls in the fourth quarter if they need those free throws at the end of the game. Kirkland with it. Gets it to Brewington at the top of the key. Brittany looking for somebody to go to. He better hurry up. He gets it over to Kirkland, who loses the dribble underneath. The ball's rolling free. Riverdale going to come up with it. Lebanon didn't even try for it. They were already headed back down the floor. Lanning. Fed it a little too far. It goes off Campbell Brandon's name over there on the wall, and Lebanon will toss it in. Megan Thompson. That pass nearly went over her head from Kelly Hallams. Hallams back to Thompson. Lebanon better hurry up. Okay, now they get it across the timeline. Ashley Simonis with it. Making her way over to the right side. Tosses it over to Kristen Kirkland. Feeds it off to Thompson and over to Hallams, and now back to Simonis, so we'll just reset. Simonis making her way over to the right side. Takes it underneath. The shot off the glass and good. And with a rare field goal, it's Ashley Simonis. 35-35.
Simonis with a good drive. They just kept backing off, and she just kept going.
Norfleet passing it over to Pettis, who loses the handle on the pass and goes out of bounds, so it's going to belong to Lebanon. Lauren Pilkington making her way back in. They're going to sit Starlet Lanning. She gets a seat right next to the head coach. Simonis trying to get across the timeline. Riverdale in a relentless press. And they're going to get fouled. They're going to foul Simonis. Who'd they get, 32 or 34? Take your pick.
Or 10, either one.
34.
34 is who they got. That is Pilkington. That's her fourth.
4 players with 4 fouls.
Pilkington with 4, Horton with 4, and Dow with 3 for Riverdale.
And, of course, with 4 for Lebanon. Sorry, I'll turn my microphone up. With 4 for Lebanon, Wilbert and Thompson. Simonis